to a certain level, she's gonna retire me.
Wow.
So if she retires me because she has a higher earning potential, and we can have all the things we want, desire, needs, and help others, why can't she give me the softer life?
But it also can apply to the males if you want to lay around the house and have a woman do all the work. That can apply as well.
Welcome to Date, Affirm, The Real. Our live podcast talking about today's relationships and its effects on us all. Please welcome our hosts, Marcus Goodwin and Don aka Junior Lee. Let's get real.
Boy, if I could dance, I'd be doing that dance. Yay.
Putting blue suede shoes.
Shit. I got that dark Affirm, the real blue on though. Shit.
That counts.
Yes, Lord. It's that Tuesday. I'm got to get that vibe. I had a long day, but I'm ready to let this shit loose.
Let's do it, man. Let's get a little shit off our chest, man. We gotta unwind here, peel back the layers of these onions here, and let's make them cry a little bit.
Are you gonna make them cry?
Hey, the onions making them cry.
Man, I'll give you $1 if you make somebody cry.
I've done that too many times, man. I done broke hearts and had my heart broken. So let's leave it at that.
You talking a little arrogant now? You showing your ass? Oh.
Hey, I need a laugh, man. I need a laugh.
You know them ghosts come back to. Hey, them ghosts come back to haunt you.
Hey, them ghosts is in the closet where they supposed to be. Them skeletons. Leave them skeletons.
Okay.
Leave them skeletons there.
What make you laugh? Make you cry?
Hey, it's already done that.
Hey, so real talk. Tonight we talking about them gender roles, man. I know we talked about this before in the past, but for some reason, this just kept coming back to me like, bam, gender roles, bam, gender roles, bam. I'm like, God dang, universe, why the fuck you keep talking about this to me? Do I need to speak about this?
Mm-hmm.
And the final straw was that damn Sharmika Arnold, the Darth therapist, and Keel McLean, the dang on poet. They don't know it, but they the final nail in that coffin to make me bring this towel to the forefront.
Oh yeah, and make you folks cry.
What I'm telling you right now is like this. These gender roles are changing. So let me ask you this. I'm gonna bust it to you like this.
Okay.
I cook. You can cook, right?
Oh yeah.
I can cook too.
I can clean. I can sew, wash dishes, mow the yard, take out the trash, wash my clothes, wash my ass.
You make a fine damn woman.
No, sir.
Exactly. Exactly. You see what I'm saying?
I hear you.
So at the same time, I could also say, if I can do all those things, what do I need a woman for? What role does she play? But this is just the things that we often contemplate, especially when men get together.
Of course, yeah.
We have to exactly talk, but in trash is truth.
Yes.
And that banter is a deep desire to understand what's going on, and a misunderstanding of how society really is.
Oh, now we're talking.
Gender roles have evolved, in my opinion, over the years. Was the gender or duty of one partner from another different in 1932?
You asking a question or are you making a statement?
I think I'm asking a question. Making a question.
If you put it that way, it was almost as if that period of time, 1932 specifically, is what started the defining of these roles. Because you look at any black and white video from that time, the man is going to work, The woman is at home with the robe, with the kids, making dinner. The man gets home, he's bitching and hollering, and where's my dinner? That has now been ingrained into our brain and carried over throughout the generations beyond that too, where we're at a point now, as you indicated at the beginning, the gender roles are changing. Well, I don't say the gender roles are changing. The concept of who can do what is transforming. I'm going to say it like that because I don't think the gender roles can change you. But that's another topic for another day.
Yeah. So what you said, well, I think the confusion is what gender should do what. That's what we do. That's what we get in the mess. What gender should do what.
That's a good one, because when we're talking about what gender should do what, it shouldn't depend on a gender. It depends on logistics, right? I just told you I can cook, I can clean, I can sew, I can mow the yard, I can do the dishes, I can wash my clothes, I can dry my clothes. It depends on logistics. Now, if I don't have a wash and dryer, I can't do that. But if there is a woman who has a washer and dryer, I can go to her house and do it, or she can, may want to reluctantly do it for me. It's the logistics of it, because the title of the show is Can You Move a Refrigerator? Yes, I can physically move a refrigerator, but logistically, anybody can move a refrigerator with the right equipment.
All right, so let's stop right there. The title was Can You Move a Refrigerator? How the world did we come up with that title? How did I come up with that title?
Yes, let's explain that, sir. I want to know.
So here we go right here. So let's take a clip, because like I said, this topic actually was put in my head, was cemented in my head by watching the live with the ladies a few weeks ago. So here we go.
So these conversations, some conversations I've had with men too. And and not all men, where they're like, oh, we need to get back to the role of a woman and the role of a man. Did we have this conversation? Did I tell you?
No.
So I had this friend, and I was asking him, because he said that, and he said, we need to get back to the role of a man and a woman. They're supposed to, the woman do the woman things and the man do the man things. And I said, well,
what the hell does that even mean?
Kia, I said, well, what does that look like in real life? Like, what would that look like in real time? Like, you're in a relationship and the woman has a role and you have a role. What would that look like right now? This fool said, you see this refrigerator? I can pick up this refrigerator. Okay, well, how often are you picking up the refrigerator? And why are we picking up said refrigerator? I didn't really literally said this. Like, so it was the brawn. Like, the men has the brawn duties, right? This muscle duties, and the women have the other duties. How often are we picking up a refrigerator? And why are we picking up the refrigerator? Like, that doesn't make any sense. So let's look at reality. Reality is we are living in a time.
Man, excellent conversation.
Which they always do. Mm-hmm. She said, why pick up set refrigerator?
But you that makes it. Let's delve deep up into this, because that's a good question. The reason I'm saying this is because why pick up said refrigerator? First, let me give you a backside. There was a time my siblings were younger, and they both were moving on the same day. They told me they contacted their male friends who can move said refrigerator, but they did not respond. So who has to move the refrigerator or the furniture, the washer and dryer in 2 apartments? And the sad thing about it was I couldn't find my friends to help me at the time. They couldn't find their friends to help them at the time. So it was me and a dolly and a back brace. And I did it. Yes, I can move a refrigerator because I'm physically able to. May not be able to do it now, but then it was a requirement because it was a duty bestowed upon me, upon my siblings. So I did it as an obligation, as out of love, out of respect. It cost me probably 2 days of rest after that, but man, I would never do that again. So again, that goes back to the topic: can you remove a refrigerator physically? As she said, yes, but who's picking up said refrigerator unless it's being asked upon this person to do so, and then you have to find a means to do it. A one man by himself will probably play football. You're probably going to pick it up by yourself. But me, no, I'm going to have a dog. I'm going to have a partner. Somebody going to have to help me with this said refrigerator because I'm not doing that by myself, even though the context is a man should be able to or can or capable, but you shouldn't have to.
All right. So first of all, I'm a deviate a little bit.
Sure.
When it comes to moving anything, I should not be the first person you call. The nigga you fucking should be the first nigga you call on that phone. That's one. That pisses me off because I'm a nice guy. So if in that case, multiple people and you laugh, come on now. So in that kind of a gender role, so I think it's not a gender role, but a personal responsibility. You ain't got to pick a fucking refrigerator up, but find a way to get it done.
Yeah.
I just went off a little tangent.
That's okay. It's okay.
All right.
Hey, this what makes it real, man.
Yeah, no, because
authentic, right?
It's too many women out there, and I'm sorry to say it like that. It's too many women out there. They rather call a family member than somebody they giving the cookies to for the help.
But
all honesty, talk to me.
In all honesty, if you was in said neighborhood and you was driving by, you saw two women trying to pick a refrigerator up, you be like, "Oh hell no! Let me pull over." A woman changing a tire on the side of the road, hell no! Let me pull over. Where are my manners as a male? She's under the hood trying to figure out why her car is running hot. Let me pull over. Where are my manners as a male? Now, she may have it under control. If you tell me that, fine, I get back in my car, boom, down the road. If you have no idea what's going on, get off from under the hood. Step back from the car, please.
Okay, would you be willing, if a man was on the side of the road trying to change a tire, would you stop as quick? Or would you stop at all?
I would stop and ask him if he needs assistance. Now, if he says, "I got this under control, I'm good, brother," okay, thank you, I'm gone. But if he says, "Yeah, I need a hand because I probably got the wrong socket wrench set or something," you got anything in your car? Let me pop my trunk. I got different tools, got a different jack. You can get this thing up in 2 seconds.
First of all, I'm gonna speak real.
Go ahead.
Majority of men, because I don't know if that's misogynistic or just, I don't know, we fucking horn dogs. They will not stop for a man, but they will stop for a big booty trying to change a tire. 2, let's keep it real. A man is going to stop 3 times as often if they think that woman's appealing than somebody they find not appealing on the side of the road. If she was not your type, a lot of men will keep going. Don't play with me.
You may be correct.
I know I'm correct.
However, if you need to do a good deed for the day, you better stop. You need to get the blessings of the Lord on your side. So,
I mean, you need some blessings, but you better go. Your blessings, but moving that damn refrigerator somewhere else. All right, so but let's get back to topic. I'll get off on a tangent.
Yes, sir.
So, what happens is when she's talking about moving set refrigerator, okay, yes, traditionally that's the man's going to take responsibility for this, but we have to establish what are we doing? Do we establish this situation in the beginning when we dating? What's expected of you? Because I may not be expecting, like, I ain't moving the fucking refrigerator. Wow, you know what I'm saying? Because is gender roles defined by our physical attributes?
The concept of gender roles, just like a man's supposed to stand up when he take a piss. The concept of that is what defines it. Now, you can speak on it, you can have discussion once if the conversation or the subject comes up, but just out of the gate, hey, men on the left, women on the right. Women restroom, men restroom. A man doesn't go sit down to piss. Why are you sitting down to piss? You can, though. You can. You can. Don't get me wrong. You can, but why? Maybe that's what you're more comfortable with. If you're comfortable with that, then that's what defines it, right?
Bad
That's what
aim.
defines it. Hey, you got the tissue. But yeah, but maybe that's what defines it. If that's what's comfortable, because a woman can be just as comfortable moving a fridge,
Yes.
lifting weights.
Yes.
That's what people choose to accept and do.
And like Shamika said, it wasn't a clip, but like she said, it's a society that gives us these
Yes.
norms, Western society, because
You said going back to
well,
1932.
right. It's what I'm
Look at the
saying.
concept. Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you this. Because if a lady is stronger than you, I know it's not you, but there are situations where a woman can be stronger than a man.
Taller.
It's taller, stronger, faster. You know, does she move the refrigerator?
Or he tall glass of water.
Yeah, or as a man, you still obligate. You see what I'm saying? These are things that has to be established.
Yeah. Yeah.
My personal thing is, we gotta play to our strengths. And what's your likes and your dislikes? You said logistics.
Yes, logistics. Because two people can move a refrigerator logistically. If you got the right equipment, the right tools, dolly, back support, two people can move that thing. Boom, you lay it down, it's done. Because you got to empty it. You're not going to take a full refrigerator, right? You're going to do whatever to make the trip lighter. Logistics. If you going off, the therapist indicated the man is talking about brawn power, just strength alone. He's going to try to get it in and get it done without even thinking about logistically, how can I make my job easier? He just trying to show off for the woman, right? Or whomever is watching. I'm going to get in here and lift this 500-pound refrigerator over my neck. No, dude, you ain't got to do all that. Just empty the thing out, get you a dolly, make your job easier.
Right. And on Instagram, Kia McLean, what's going on now? Cigar Chronicles poet, my baby. She said, "Who defines this? Who defines these roles? Is it? Do we have to let society define these roles?
Well, we don't have to. We don't have to. You're right, because we are not. But when you have this again, you said, it's a quick tangent going on. We don't have to define these roles, but those that empower define them and try to set rules and regulations to prevent from you living the life comfortably as you see it. And sometimes we have to abide by the law of the land, as it is quoted in Scripture.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you an example right now of the redefining of a gender role.
Okay.
If you and your lady going somewhere, you're on the same vehicle, who drives? On average, who driving? Who's jumping in the driver's seat?
I'm driving because I've seen her driving, and yeah, I'm driving, bro.
So okay. I take it one deeper. Out of all your relationships, all of them bad drivers?
No.
The good drivers. Did you always drive still?
On occasions. Whoever get to the car first pretty much is who's driving. So you want to drive, you kind of, I catch up and then go and use the restroom real quick. You try to
right. So right now, probably my lady drives more than I do. One, because babe, put your speaker on mute. Turn the speaker volume down for a second.
You in that backseat with mom?
No, I want her to turn the speaker down.
He a passenger. He a backseat driver.
No, because she drive a little better than I do by a smidgen.
Okay.
And she'll get us there a little bit quicker by a smidgen.
Oh, a little bit quicker. Okay, got a little leg foot going on. Okay.
I ain't saying that, but she's more likely to get us there in a safer manner.
Wow. I feel what you're saying now because
But I'm listening.
back to what defined traditional roles, there was a time in life when women had no rights. So how could they have a role that goes against the grain when they didn't even have the right to do it? Couldn't vote, couldn't get a license, you couldn't drive. So we have changed that concept. Yes, we have redefined what a human being should be able to do, which is great. And they have made strides in progress. But now we're still being hit with a definition based on society's concept, and we are continuing to battle that on a daily basis.
Okay. Yeah. Because when we actually doing these roles, I think, like I said, it really has to be. I think it has to be defined early,
When
and
you say define early, clarify.
like during your dating process. In your dating process, you need to. I think you really need to find this, especially when you're actually in your. Excuse me, especially in your actions. You what you do and how you do and what you do in the role that the lane you're choosing in the potential relationship has to be shown in your actions.
Okay.
And I think we have to take what's the word? I don't know if it's misogyny or I don't know that masculinity out of it, which I am very guilty of, and I still do the shit. One of the things I think in the role as a man in my relationship, especially when we was dating, I'm better at it now. I'm way better at it now. Is
Okay.
if we go out to eat, I always pay. Why is that? We both got income. We're both not struggling.
That's the society concept of a man should always pay. Society has defined that term for years, especially when it pertains to a man and woman going out on a date, even on a first date. Maybe rarely you see a woman pay on a first date. And if she does, people may even judge you as a man from the sideline saying, why you let that woman pay on the first date or why you letting her pay at all? We both have heard that conversation talked dozens of times. Would you allow a woman to pay on a first date or just a date at all on a it ain't nothing wrong with if you don't pay, but why would you allow? See what I'm saying?
All
It's
right.
like the battle within. Yeah, we can allow the woman to pay, but we're gonna know we're gonna be judged, dude. When dude looking at us, we're gonna be judged. We're gonna be
Okay.
judged by 12 and carried by 6, but we're gonna be judged. And we know, boy, he gonna tell us about it when we get to the barber shop. Man, you let that woman pay for the meal. What's going on with you? Come on, man. We gonna hear it. Masculinity, yes, but that defining role is something we have to battle. And we can change it. Yes, we can change it, but we have to deal with the guilt of being judged by those that see it on the outside.
Right. So now let's talk about this part right here. She said,
Yeah,
"Babe says, come on now. Now we hitting it. Women didn't even have rights. Shit, they
that's
don't have
exactly what
rights
I was saying.
now.
They
They
it has changed.
they're
It
a
has
little better
changed.
off. But
It
come
has
on
changed.
now, they don't get nowhere near the rights they're supposed to
Exactly.
freaking have.
That
So
that's a different topic because women don't have rights, minorities don't have rights, and we're fighting to even just have the aspect of having our opinions matter. And in this day and age, that just being cut down every day. We look up in the news, something's being taken from us that was been supposedly standard for the past 50 years. It's not right.
so when we establish these gender roles, how can we establish a newfound way of looking at our roles in society and our relationship if ones don't even have rights? So now the role of me, because now I'm the man, Listen to me. I am drawing the lines of what the roles are, which is fucked up.
Yeah.
Why should I be doing this by myself? I can lead, but I'm leading by the power granted by my spouse. That's the role that she allowed. So why am I? So this shit about the women's rights? No, you are fucking these women over, and our society about these roles, especially the roles that are established by your physical attributes, is fucked up. I think that we need to take a quick back look. Hey, I'm listening to you, brother.
I'm following you, but when you say the role that's defined by physical attributes, can you just clarify for me so that I can make sure I'm on the same page?
Let's go back in time.
Physical roles define certain aspects of how your body functions, and that's not something we can change. That's science. That's biological. So
okay, go cut the grass. That's your job. You're a man.
That's logistically anybody can do that.
It's you're still supposed to be physical. Man, you're supposed to be physically more capable of cutting grass. Go fix the car. Your woman don't need to be touching no car. You don't be changing oil. That's why because it's supposed to be physical.
The act is physical, yes.
But it's defined because of the physicality of it.
Yes.
We know these days cars, you gotta be intelligent to work on cars. Which
just as much intelligent as men now.
Yeah. There's another physical thing. Let me think. Hell, a truck driver. We're starting to see more women truck drivers now. Yeah. But before, it was frowned upon to have a woman in truck. Back in the 70s, she drive a truck and then she been Bertha.
Well, the thing about that is change. One of the aspects being, if you think about truck back in the 70s, there was no power steering. Unless you was in the gym pumping your biceps, it would have been almost impossible trying to turn that semi-trailer without any power steering. Nowadays, cars are made, trucks are made, semis are made with power steering, which makes it just a touch of a finger you can turn.
I still think that's bullshit. It
is BS.
You seen the women? Hold on.
BS. It is.
You seen the women in the 70s with them big fat ass kids toting them big motherfuckers around, and they can't turn a goddamn truck? Kiss my ass.
It's all about a person's perception of what they want to do. Not everybody wants to drive trucks.
No, it's frowned upon. Shit. All I'm saying is, back to my original point was that these should be defined during the communication process,
of course,
of verbal and action.
Yes.
Talk your shit and walk your walk.
I'm with you now. Yes.
Babe, I like one of the things is, I told my woman, excuse me, I don't tell my lady shit. I mentioned to my woman, we first got together, I'm not asking you to do any cooking. I'm fine. I can cook for myself. And a lot of cooking duties she chose to do. That's the role she chose to embrace.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't require it. And so a lot of times, men will always say, hey, I want a woman need to be cooking and cleaning. Well, shit, that's fine. But you need to communicate that and that no one's going to expect it.
You're communicating that. And you could even have a competition. Let's who can make the best shrimp fried rice? Who can make the best macaroni and cheese? Because that can make or break a relationship, dude. You can't. What mac and cheese is this? What? It's store-bought stovetop stuffing? No, get this shit out of here. Sometimes that can make and break. So it's not a gender-defining role. It's almost as if, hey, if I'm a chef, a beast in the kitchen, get out of the way. Don't come in here touching nothing because I'm finna put it down. You come in here, burn up water, boiling eggs over. So it's not a defining gender. It's more of who's more capable of throwing the feast for the family on Thanksgiving. I can't cook a Thanksgiving meal, but my lady can. So, okay, let me get out the way.
But now we define.
I'll make a a hamburger, die for it. You know what I mean?
Right. So now we evolving the roles. We had to establish that role. Like this is where you lie in our relationship. And we often, like I said, it was a physical. We established and it was also what was passed down. It was
Okay.
passed down. This is what you should look for in a woman. You need to in your woman. You need to she be able to keep the household clean, take care of this and that. Then and now because in this today's society, you really it's rare you can work in a one income household. Now you expect this woman to do all this shit and go bring a check home.
Wow, you hit it on the head right there. You hit it on the head right there. It's let me just continue what you just said. Repeat what you just said. The last sentence, because that's key. Repeat that.
Okay, I was saying that we are a lot of times these fucked up gender roles expect a woman to maintain a household and do all these duties and still bring an income home.
Yes. Yes. And then it should be equivalent of 100 and 100 on both sides, because just to even afford a living in this modern times, sometimes you need that dual income. Just a carton of eggs, $8 now, $9, $12.
Right. Well, shit, hold on, and
We got some comments here, man. We need to address these comments. These
Yeah,
comments is rolling. We got them
shit.
come popping now, man. You need to go back from the top to the bottom.
Well, shit, we gonna go top to bottom. Okay, Babe says it's getting better and going back at the same time under this new administration.
Man,
what you talking about?
Speak on it.
We're going from abortion to DEI, everything. So not only are they taking women's rights, they taking male rights.
They taking minority rights. Trying to hurt the minorities, but you're hurting everybody. You're not singling out one subset of people.
And let's talk about this for a quick second, because guess what? Even in traditional gender roles, that affects how I maintain my home.
Yes.
So now we need these two incomes, and if my income disappears, guess what? Baby, I get a couple dollars for some eggs. I can make you some breakfast. I sure, you know what I'm saying? I'll make the bed and fluff your pillows. What you need me to do? Hey, I'll fold your underwear. But but these are things that's understood in the relationship that these are not. We need to do what's, like you said, first logistically, and what's defined and needed upon us. What else we got? What kind of comments we got here? What does it say? It's gender defining because of how society adopts it. Right on, because society is dictating too much in my household a lot. And go ahead, I got you.
When you say society, are you referring to like
everything?
When you step out and go to Walmart, or are you talking about if you're looking at social media? Because because I think, yes, society as a whole has traditionally defined certain concept, roles, and aspects, but we are fighting back as people, as individual couples, and we are putting on a different front. Everybody doesn't follow the path that's being led in that aspect, and some still, go back to the traditional aspect. Men should pay for every meal at dinner, and we just had a conversation here. Your lady pays, so there's nothing wrong with that. And you don't try to show the other people what we're doing. You just allow them to observe as you continue doing the opposite of what society is.
Okay, I like. So this is the thing right here. why society is fucking with everybody. Let's think about the video that came out a couple years ago. I don't know if it was a joke or what. The dude was like, he left his wallet or whatever, and she was like, "Maybe I got you," and she slides him the money to pay.
Yeah.
What's wrong with her saying, "I'm gonna pay. I got the money. I'll pay. Take care of the bill."
The society's aspect of, again, women from the sideline looking at her paying. You know, she got to hear that chatter.
But you're right. There things have changed or changing because not all the time. Because a lot of times when we go out to eat, the norm is not for the server to hand the man the bill. They usually like kind of late in the middle or kind of indicate see who wants to take it.
Newer generations do that. I remember if you have an older server, they will hand the bill to the man without even thinking twice about it, right? It's going to lay it in your lap, and you turn around and be like, "Oh shit, okay, whoa, no." I guess he didn't get the message about this this podcast we have here, right? Because
Right.
Yeah, right. That's right. Goodwins do it their way. So yes, you have to do things as you would like to do. And now you make up a good point here, because let me just, again, I always like to dive deep into my past. You know, I'm a young man, but I have a rich history.
Man,
I
bullshit.
once
Spread the wealth.
dated
Spread the wealth.
dated a female a long time ago. And we would get into not arguments, but we would get into discussions as we're having between me and Marcus. She refused to let me pay. It didn't matter if it was going to McDonald's, we going to Three Forks, you know, we night on town. It didn't matter. She refused to let me pay, and I would always have to physically fight over the check, and because it was like, going to show me up like that? I no, I'm not going to let you pay. She was like, her man is not paying for anything. That's a hard battle to fight when you got a woman who's strong-minded, strong-willed like that.
Oh, see, and let's break that down.
Yeah.
One, apparently I wasn't understanding each other's point of view.
It could be. It could have been. That was a lot of years ago.
I mean, yeah, we were younger. We understand. You didn't understand each other's point of view.
Yeah.
Maybe you get expressed to where you're coming from. She need to express more where she's coming from. That's the biggest thing. Like once I dated this one lady. We didn't go out but a few times.
Okay.
And she, she'll try to break out her card to pay, and I'm like, no, I got it. And she made way more than me. So one, that's my misogynistic side kicking in, thinking I should always pay. But she was trying to pay all the time. But one of the things sometimes we also got to realize, being a good dude, like maybe in your case, that in that situation is, maybe she, as some that old folks say, maybe she used to Rudy Poots who like to take advantage of that her, and that's she think that's what the norm is. And the more you try to offer, the more she was get more attracted to you, because you're trying to show what a stand up person would be. And I think in my case, in that situation, I think she was infatuated that I was like, yo, I'm not trying to take advantage of you.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I'm still letting these pre-established gender roles keep her from paying, and I could have had some more money in my pocket.
True. Marcus, the therapist. You just heard it live here on Date.
No. One day we're gonna get Shamika on, let her give us some therapy off this our crazy asses.
But yeah, because you think about one's own personal values. Some people still appreciate traditional roles. If you go ask your grandparents, they still living about those traditional roles. You can't tell them different. They're gonna take that to the grave. More modern society is changing that aspect again, logistically determining what we can do, how we can do it, and what we can accomplish. The roles are flexible. What matters is finding someone whose expectation aligns with yours. as Marcus said, have that conversation. Because if we don't have that conversation, it's going to be like Chevalier Life said, here, women over here talking about they can do it all on their own. They don't need a man. But they got this little dildo laying on the side of the bed. So.
Hey.
Trying to satisfy themselves.
Hold on, let me take the our therapist off the screen.
Oh, she said she own now. She own it.
First of all, you came on. We talking about from dildos when I put a picture up. We ain't gonna do that to my cuz. Fuck
no,
that.
It was not an aspect of her. It was an aspect of the conversation.
I know you're saying. I know you're joking with you, man. All right, because thanks to her,
yes,
she started this conversation about moving the fucking refrigerator.
Yes.
As she said, moving said refrigerator, sir.
Said refrigerator. Let's bring her on and get her said opinion.
But no.
That's only fair, man. The conversation is off what she said. She said, it's a rose. Oh, man. See, we took technology too far now. You know, we ain't got no rose now. We just have to do. Anyway, yeah.
So, as you was saying, these damn society norms got us fucked up, you know?
Yeah.
And why can't we go back to let me break that. Why can't we establish our own rules without being judged? It's a fear of being judged.
You can, but you will be judged. You can, but you will be judged. It doesn't matter. It's just like an interracial relationship. You can date, but you will be judged. It doesn't matter what they think. It's what you want to accomplish. So yeah.
Yeah. So I'm talking shit, but yeah, I do have there's a part of me that do not want to be judged.
Hey, you step outside your house, you being judged by the birds and the bees. You being judged by every creature that comes across your path. The bobcat thinking about whether or not he's gonna make a nice meal out of you because he's hungry. So you're gonna be judged, dude. You can't change that. The mailman looking at you like, look at over there. That fine ass couple over there. You know, the mailman is just his shoes too clean, right?
Right. And our never said, yes, you will be judged by everything you do. You're right. And that bobcat, I know he looking at me like, yeah, that old caramel, he got some barbecue flavor on him.
He's sauce on his shirt, right?
Yeah,
he's doing like this. He's just waiting on you to turn your back. Yeah. So the society will judge us. We cannot let that be the standard quo. The standard quo that Cigar Chronicle Poet said is based on what we want to accomplish, what we want to do it our way. So,
right,
walk out there with a swag. Let them see you. Don't exclude them from the table. Invite them to the table so you can show them the appreciation. Say, hey, watch me do it the correct way. Let me show you how to do it. Don't sit there and judge me. Come and join me. We're bigger together than we are separate.
But you know something? I got a question to you.
Okay.
The ones who are being judged the most are often sometimes be the ones wanted to be imitated the most as well.
Ooh.
We judge.
Why is that? Because they're putting on a show?
I don't know. Think about what is the most imitated race in this country?
Well, we already know that, right?
Who is the most judged race in this country? Right?
We are judged.
All right. Even the stupid shit that we do as a people gets imitated, but judged. Sagging pants. How many times have you seen other races walk around with sagging pants? That's the most stupidest shit ever.
Yeah.
How many times have you seen? This is not stupid, but I'm saying yeah.
Worrying about other races that don't have.
And let's go to the other end of the spectrum. Those who are locks or dreadlocks, a natural thing for our people to do, a lovely thing to have. And what happens? How many races do you see trying to wear them?
What was that famous actor back in the 60s that wore the locks? Made a career out of it. She wasn't black. Anyway, I can't think of her name. I thought of it the other day.
Wait a minute. Ask Shamika because she owe you some Google favors.
Yeah, Shamika, the therapist, you owe me some Google favors. What was the name of she was a movie actor. They wore dreadlocks or dreads back in the 60s. She was of Caucasian skin tone. I can't think of her name right now.
You said in the 70s?
Yeah, 60s, 70s.
Was it Bo Derek? You said white or black?
Bo Derek. There we go.
Bo Derek, yeah.
Yeah. She had one of the most iconic pictures with her in locks. Yeah. And that looked good on her, but we wear locks. They go, oh, you got to wash your hair or cut your hair, right? Kids can't even wear locks to school now because they're being judged on their natural hairstyles. They can't even go to class wearing their natural hair, but anyone else that can mimic that is fine. It's acceptable. You indicated that our race is being judged. Yes, it is being judged, but you cannot let that define you. Sometimes you have to stand up to what you think is something that's not in favor or something that's not of equality, because just having hair and locks is not hindering or harming anyone else.
Yeah.
It's a hairstyle. It's no
Yeah.
different than a buzz cut.
Yeah, now you know what I'm saying? Now they wear that's right, cuz she had them braids, she was wearing them braids. I got you. But let's take it back to topic. You know, they trying to say what we should be doing in our household.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but yet when we deviate, guess what? And when we make it popular and successful, we set the trend. Why shouldn't we set the trend of how to setting a gender role that's tailored for our lifestyle, our individual lifestyle? Let that be the trend, and let the other people out there follow our example, not our tailor, but our example.
It is happening. The trend is being set with this podcast, Data Affirm the Real. That's one aspect of it. The other aspect of it is out there. It is happening. You can probably see it on social media. The thing is, if it's not in our everyday peripheral view, we may not see it. If we're not reading it online, we may not see it, but it is happening because there's more than just me and you thinking like this. There's others who are breaking the mold.
Right. And I'm quick to say that my relationship is far from is far from the general mold, just because of our personalities.
Yes.
You know, my baby has a personality that's all her.
Yes.
And people will judge it, everything. But damn it, I'm about to put your business out there, baby. When my baby lets somebody go, or they try and deviate from her, they all want to come back. My baby like a boomerang. She'll throw your ass away and watch your ass still try to come back. When I don't say throw you away, when she releases somebody in love, they all try to come back because what she's doing is in her skin.
Yes.
She's doing authentically her.
Yeah.
And people are not used to that.
Question.
Go ahead.
Do you think people follow society's norms because they don't want to be part of the outcast, part of the group that gets judged? They don't want to be labeled such and such, and therefore have to have their name taken through the mud, especially if they're people of a particular status.
Say that one more time. I missed some words. I listen slow.
Do you think people follow society norms because they don't want to go against the grain, just to put it simple?
Yes, because naturally, majority of people are followers. It's very few leaders.
Mm.
If everybody was a leader, it'd be a whole different society, a whole different thing.
Yeah.
Just look at our leadership in the country. You know, it's not based on character, but charismatics.
Yes.
You know, we want to train people, or we want everybody to be more of a leader, but just in general, people are not. You'll find more followers. Yeah, everybody can't be a general.
Is that based on a certain aspect of the roles? Because people can be told to get in line and follow, or those that want to be the leader and stand out will buck the system and try it. Now you can try it and may not be successful. Therefore, you get back in line and follow because you got to catch back up. It's not a question to be answered. It's more of a explanation of thought. That if you think about it, more people, as you indicate, follow than lead. Because if we had everybody leading, who are you following? Because everybody's on a street corner with what they call the snake oil, trying to get you to buy something. If everybody was like that, who's buying? Because everybody's selling. Some people will be sellers. Some people will be gullible. Some people will be leaders, and they're out there marketing. It's almost like there's undefined healthy balance of it.
Right. There is undefined healthy balance of that. So, one, we all want to be, a lot of people want to be leaders, but they don't have the ability to be.
You know, we got a good comment here too. Pop that on screen.
The last one?
Yes, sir.
All right. So I think as society does make sure that we are followers, that we have a adequate number of followers and very few leaders. Mm-hmm. But more so, the person who stands out will always becomes leader. It also is about strength of will and character, which makes you that leader.
Yeah.
Or it's like the leader's always gonna have a stronger will than the followers most of the time.
Of course.
And the ones who matches that or succeeds the leader's will end up being a leader themselves.
Think about the civil rights leaders.
Yeah.
Man, their personality was strong-minded. You couldn't break them.
Yeah,
regardless of what was happening. Not to take it that serious, but if we as couples in what we want to lead for our affirming roles, we make the decision, we make the design, we bring the logistics so that people can see it's not a gender decision, it's a decision based upon what we want to accomplish.
Right. Yeah. So Babe says a lot of people are not living their true lives because they care about others' thoughts.
Perceptions and judgments.
Perceptions and judgment. Good, because I was struggling with that word. Too many syllables.
Yeah, you think about corporate America. A lot of people are like, well, I'm not going to say anything against the boss man because the boss man is wrong because he's going to fire me. Because that perception is, hey, he's going to be judging you when it comes raise time. You went against what I was explaining as a leader. Even though it was wrong, you didn't want to be judged.
Right. Before we start moving on, one of the things we haven't done, someone put it out there, if anybody wants to participate, is we haven't done an on-the-spot segment in 2025. So as we talk about this, we have what they call the on-the-spot segment, where you're free to ask Don and I a question, not necessarily related to this topic, about that you want us to answer or talk about for a couple of minutes. We will give you our truth, our honesty, and whatever you want to hear for that question. Whenever we hear, but we'll give it to you raw. We don't know what you want to ask.
I like it raw. Yeah.
So in a couple minutes, they start thinking about the questions as Don and I keep discussing these gender topics and how they need to be redefined. In my opinion, redefined per household or per couple.
I ain't moving no refrigerator, so that's out of the question. Don't ask me that.
You move it. Don't worry, you'll move it.
I ain't moving said refrigerator. How about
said refrigerator? Yeah, there you go. And how often? And she say, how often you move said refrigerator?
Yeah, she might have missed my early conversation when I was explaining I had to help my sisters move Both of my sisters moved from their apartments in the same day. So yes, I had to move said refrigerator, said washing machine, said couch, said bed, said headboard, said dresser, said bookcase, said nightstand all by myself twice. So yeah, don't ask me shit.
All right. So Babe's gonna come on here in a
All
second,
right.
and she's gonna give us the on the spot question.
All right. Here we go.
Okay, she ain't made it yet. Give her a second.
All right.
You know, she. Wait a minute. That's my baby. I gotta look at. She gotta walk slow for me so I can take it all in.
All right. So,
Yeah.
fine.
Ready for my question?
Hold on a second. Hold on. Let me hit the thing. All right. Can you hear it, Don? Go for it.
I'll go with the question. Let me hear. I can
Question
hear.
is, since we're talking about gender roles, let's say you have a conflict in the house, not necessarily in the house, but you have a conflict with friends that you both have. Who makes the decision on what happens with that connection? That question clear?
Yes.
So
yes.
let me make
Crystal.
sure I understand. You
Crystal.
I'm a little fuzzy. So we have a conflict with some our mutual friends.
For Marcus' behalf.
Yeah, and we decided if we gonna make it still be our friends who make that decision.
Who makes that decision?
Okay, go for it, Don. Since you're crystal with it.
When comparing that to my relationship, I've been thrusted for decisions like that to be made because I've been told through our conversation that I have to take the lead in certain aspects of those type of discussions. So I wouldn't make that decision. It's not a gender defining role. It's a moment of a decision needs to be made with someone who can take the backlash, who can absorb the heat if it comes back, or any type of judgment that comes with it. So I wouldn't make that decision.
Okay, I like your answer.
Thank you,
So
sir.
ideally, we need to discuss first.
Mhm.
So we got to figure out why we uh, not choosing to be with these people, and why do we still want to choose to be with these people?
Okay.
And ultimately, it's like any decision in a household. Who has to define leadership in that role? Are like you said, are you? If I, in my case, I'm I'm really friendly. Honestly, if she say we ain't fuck with her no more, I learned we ain't fuck with them no more. Hold on a second though.
No, go ahead. I'm just keeping my thought.
Yeah. At the same time, I have to. She will always have to show me the same respect. If I say we ain't fucking with them no more, we ain't fuck with them no more. So as a like you said, this has to be tailored to your household. In your household, you get to find where we still mess with them, we ain't messing with them. And mine's it's pretty much if you don't like them, I hate them or I dislike them. So if she says it's actually equal. If she say we ain't mess with them, we ain't mess with them because it's the loyalty that we have to each other.
Yeah.
And that's in that case, we had to learn, or I had to learn that in my house. We had to develop that kind of rapport.
Yes.
So
And mutual respect.
yeah, so I think it really is. It's like you have to have a defining moment in there that when it may come to that because do you want to risk a relationship for somebody else that ain't guaranteed to be there for life?
That point. That point.
So so honestly, in my household, it's really whoever say we ain't with them, we ain't with them.
Yes.
because my wife is forever. Them friends, they ain't guarantee. They have less of a guarantee than my life and my relationship.
So let me ask you an on the spot question.
Go ahead, dog.
Quick. Your neighbor comes over and you've been knowing him for a while, you're pretty cordial, pretty cool, and he asks, he's in the jam, he needs to borrow some money. Is that a gender defining decision you make, or do you speak with the wife because you don't want to make the decision to say, no, bro, I ain't give you money out this checking account?
Ooh. So we're just cool. We ain't really buddy.
Well, he's a neighbor, so you probably speak to him. You probably had a drink with him. You probably chatted up and might have came over a couple times, and vice versa.
So let me get some clarification on this question now.
Okay.
Now,
Okay, I'll put you on the hot spot.
We talking in relationship. How much money are we talking? Like, is going to make a dent in my account, or is like enough to go buy a pack of beer?
Well, that's the question, because you can think about this, right? Okay, it ain't been your neighbor. It's just a situation where I asked my brother, I need $500 to hold me over because of said refrigerator, right? He was like, man, okay, yeah, he can go get it and just dole it out, right? But yeah, he got to be like, I got to converse with the wife because it's coming out of the account. Maybe he ain't doing the finances, and it's a discussion. Monetarily, it has to be talked about, right? Otherwise, he got a side account. He's just throwing out money to the side and not being subject. Again, is that a gender defining role where you're like, I'm gonna make the decision to give my brother $500? Damn you. Or is it because we're not following society norms, we have to have a discussion and determine how we can help said family for said refrigerator?
So honestly, honestly, I don't know if I would say that we all the way gender defining.
Okay.
I can see how it can be, but I won't say all the way is. Yeah, because it's the dynamic we established.
We helped your sister last week. I ain't say that.
Shit. Right. But guess what? It was discussed. We always
discussed it. You didn't hear it though.
Yeah. So we gotta discuss it. So yeah. One, because guess what? Maybe she sees something you didn't see.
Exactly. That point.
Yeah. So
she's seeing this. You let her make the decisions as she's seeing it, right?
No. I mean, really, it's a community decision because honestly, if we talk about a leadership role and that's necessarily gender role, I may buck, but guess what? I gotta take the consequences.
Yes.
Two, I gotta make sure I ain't mess up my household.
Yes.
So it's always the one thing like, what you think, babe? I'm leaning toward this way. Yeah,
that's appropriate conversation to have and an appropriate discussion for the topic. I know we were running a little bit over, but I just wanted to throw that out you real quick, sir.
Yeah. No big man. Like I said, sometimes we just gotta. She, my baby throw a little curve. Let me see what she wrote on here.
Oh. A little slider on you. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, let me bring this
question. Cooking them fries again. Ain't telling nobody. That's what he do.
Man, boy, I remember that. Hold on. She said, "You was our neighbor. Laugh loud. That's the only neighbor
getting along." Well said. Well said.
Damn. Can we discuss it, baby?
She already say he pretty much can borrow your whole checking account, bro. You can't even say now on that.
Can we discuss it? I don't know.
Like, that's my last $500. I don't go buy this, new nice little outfit. Like, he might spending your money.
The reason he might be there alone, he might be tricking off us something you don't know about. Yeah.
Like, that's when you put that foot down, that masculinity. That gender defining moment. But man, this was a good talk, man. It was
Man, it really was, man.
great.
Once again, I appreciate everybody.
Yes.
Next week, Kim McLean, the poet, Shamika Arnold, the dark therapist,
And the
back
same
at
refrigerator.
it. And the same refrigerator coming back to you guys.
Yes.
So please share this, subscribe, comment, join us, like,
share,
all of that.
Follow.
And we'll see you for another episode of Data from the Real Life. I love
Thanks
it.
again for listening. Julian Lily out.
Marcus Goodwin behind you. Wrong button. Try it again.
Okay.